Gemini, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is a general reading for the second half of June for the sign of Gemini. General readings only take the messages that might resonate for you, leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you, Gemini, for your likes, shares, support, your comments. I appreciate it. Let's see what's going on. I hope you guys had a great birthday season. Happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. Let's see what is happening for you on the second half of June. Let's see. Okay. Gemini, you have to make, this is a decision for, this is a choice here. Two of Wands. At a crossroads, you're having to make a decision here that it's interesting because it feels like it's a bit of a heartbreaking moment, and it's something that you're conflicted with. It's something that you've been wanting to fight for. It could be a relationship here that you're in the midst of trying to decide on what to do here, Gemini. There is something here that does show a little bit of heartache or pain. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. There's conflict here that's you're trying to make the right choice. You don't want to go down a certain road. You don't want something to end. You don't want something to be so difficult. However, on the other side of that, when you make the decision, when you actually go through the door of when you make that decision and go through this, you come out the other side with a 9 of Cups. This is something that you have to follow through that's going to bring you to a happier place in life. And I feel like some of you, it's been a little bit, a bit of routine, a bit of almost like you've gotten a little bit comfortable to deal with maybe the struggle or the conflict or the differences that may have brought this connection or situation to the point where you have to move apart. You have to go on to something different or something, a new direction. And I feel like it's almost like you almost, part of the happiness or part of what you think is happiness is just as equivalent of having conflict. It's almost like you can't be happy. You have to have conflict. You have to have difficult struggles, things that it's like, that's normal, isn't it? Isn't that normal? And maybe no. I would say you're deserving of a lot of contentment. You're deserving of a lot of happiness and joy. And some things, it's like no gain, no pain, no gain. We have to make certain decisions that are very difficult. They're very painful in the moment, but it's for the outcome of your well-being and for the best for yourself and for maybe the person you're with. Let's see where this is going. I want to ask about the decision here, 2 of Wands, if there's any healing advice for Gemini. Sort of having to decide, what is it that you want? Do you want to keep fighting do you want to stay in a situation that you continue to battle for, but you have it? Or do you want to deal with the conflict of the pain, let's say, the separation of moving in a different direction? Because either way, it seems like there's a bit of a conflict here. Either way, it's heartbreaking, it's difficult. What's the advice? What's the healing advice here of 2 of Wands? Some of you have lost your energy, your pep. You've lost your motivation, your get up and go energy here. You feel less alert, feel drained. 4 of Wands. Yeah. Is this something that provides you with a lot of stability? Is this someone that you see your life with, to raise a family, to have commitment, to have a strong, stable situation? Is it more conflict or more stability? Which one is it? Is the payoff going to show you a long-term, committal, stable situation? Are you going to really be happy? Can you do things together to bring? Is it one-sided? I feel like 4 of Wands, it's union. You have to do things together to bring happiness, or is it you always fighting to see the better things, to try to bring stability, to try to make this situation happen? How much effort are you having to put into this to make it work almost? So it's ultimately the advice I'm getting here for you with the Four of Wands is whatever makes you feel the most stable. Some people do feel stable. It feels normal to be in conflict all the time. Oddly enough, it's a very common thing. Two of Pentacles, there's this back and forth contemplation. It's a tough decision here because you're trying to bridge the two together. You're trying to sort of understand that every relationship has its difficulties and has some conflict or has, challenges, but you're weighing out the odds here. You're weighing out is it worth it? Is this valuable to you? Is it equal give and take, or is it one-sided? There is some kind of depletion of energy here. It's like I'm getting that saying, you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. I don't know if that's financially for some of you. Maybe you're spending a lot of money or doing a lot of things to try to make something work here, but I feel like it's more energy. It's like you're becoming dependent on caffeine. You're becoming dependent on trying to keep your energy up, or it's being pulled in another direction downwards. You're getting exhausted from this. It's like debilitating is the word. Some of you, there's if I see the Four of Swords, we're going to know for sure, but I do sense the energy of losing your pep in your step, losing your get up and go. Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, Gemini, you see so much potential in this person, in this relationship. I think a lot of you have fallen in love with the idea that there's so many possibilities if this other person could only see this. There's a lot of love here to sort of, if we could just get to that point and then the passion comes out again, there's new things taking place. There's so much potential, but it's not necessarily, the potential in your life is in your hands. The potential in the other person's life is in their hands. We can't create somebody to see joy, to see happiness, to see the possibilities in a relationship, to see the outcome. You could kind of, what I call, and I'm very guilty of this myself, it's like a careaholic. You care so much to try to show this person like just how great this could be, or just how amazing what they're capable of doing in their life, but you see that. So you could have been falling in love with the potential or the possibilities, the love of this person, and then you're like, let's see something here. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Tell me more about this. Outcome, long-term possibility. Yeah, see? Seven of Swords. You're going to get disappointed, Gemini. You're going to realize that time goes by and all of the efforts, you have to just, it's not the way it ends up going out in the end. It's not the way it turns out for you or that person in the end. You see it, but then you get disappointed. You feel like you've wasted time, or that this person's going to let you down either way, or they're going to tell you that they're going to let you down. And that upsets you. It's like, why would somebody come across knowing that they're going to be a failure, knowing that they're going to let you down? Some people have that kind of outlook. They're used to conflict. They're used to having struggles. Their mindset is stuck on maybe past experiences, past traumas. That's all they know. That's what they're used to. They think it's normal. You're trying to shed light. You're trying to show that even through the problems that they've had in life, maybe some of them have gone through a lot of cheating or deceit or failure, or they feel like they've gotten the short end of the stick in life on some things. You're trying to be the healer, the savior here, I think. I'm going to ask you see the potentials, a Four of Wands. You see, like, if we could just, let's say, get married or move in let's move in together. This could be so good. This could be so stable, because there are obviously some good qualities here in this person. There's obviously something here, Gemini, that you like, that you feel a lot of the happiness, the Nine of Cups. You have some good times. There are certain things that really make you feel happy, but then it's like, is it lasting, or is it because your influence in this person, your perception is a happy outlook? It's your perception could be feeling like, oh, I love, certain things about this person, but that's because your positive attitude or outlook is there. But it could be dampened by disappointments. This somebody here, it's a choice of how they want to look at themselves, how they want to look at their life, how they see the world, their perception on things. It's like they're afraid to walk into the light. It's almost foreign to them. It's like they're so used to doom and gloom, I don't know. It's almost like, wow, it almost feels like it's a challenge that something else is better than they are, that they don't have, they're not skilled enough. I feel like there's something here about skill, or not feeling honored to step into the light, not feeling worthy, that they're less than, they don't have a lot to offer. What's that going to look like? What's that going to feel like? When I see the Four of Wands as well, okay, about the stability, it does start to reflect here that somebody came from maybe a very broken marriage type of family upbringing. Again, this is what they know. They're used to maybe a very tumultuous upbringing, or a tumultuous sort of conflictual family life as they were growing up. And so that this is where they kind of come from. Like, if you come from a family that's really, really healthy, and your parents they have a healthy, loving, unconditional, monogamous marriage, then you come from that. That's what you see as normal. You see normal behaviors, normal, normal for whatever it's worth, but you come from where you come from, because this was the representation that was healthy or happy for you. It's almost like, I would say, I come from a healthy family. Let's say my parents are healthy. They've been together for 60 years. Anything that's of conflict, and anything that's of chaos, and anything that is of this is not normal. This is not good. It's not healthy. Right? And some people, it's like, oh, it's too good. You're too nice to me. You're too loving. You're too stable. This doesn't feel right. What am I missing? There's this kind of thing going on. Different realities. Convincing of ourselves. Yeah. If you want anything to change here, Gemini, one more here, one sec. Yeah. If you want anything to change, this person has to take action to establish abundance in their life. They have to establish abundance in themselves. They see their worth. They see their value. They work hard at themselves. They cannot work hard for you or with you in a relationship unless they have a get up and go attitude every day of getting up and taking care of themselves, loving themselves, taking care of their health, being active, eating healthy, working, making money, having stability. You can't create the possibilities that, oh, you have so many great skills, you could do so well at this, you're so good at being an artist, and you could paint and make millions. Only if the person really wants to do that. you see the potential, you see this, but it becomes motherly, Queen of Cups. It starts to sound like a mother with their child saying, you could do so well, you're having to push them along to try to, they're building up their confidence as they go. This person has to get up and go and take their own action. Let them make the moves. Let them come in from a place of confidence, stability, security, offering you a safe feeling rather than a tumultuous feeling, rather than a conflictual feeling, feeling heartbroken, feeling disappointed, feeling, you feel like they don't trust your judgment, or they resent. I'm picking that up. 5 and 7 of Swords. There's going to be resentments formed here when somebody's trying to force or make a life that somebody isn't, it's not coming in from within. This person may have a very motivational issue, or a motivational, they're motivated in some areas, but they're not motivated in others. Maybe they're motivated in working like an animal and working hard and making money, but they're not motivated in showing up with their emotions. They're not motivated in sharing the vulnerable parts of themselves. It's defensive, it's resentful, it's conflictual. And it's like they take action. They know that what they're good at, maybe for some of you, is making their money, working hard, doing all these things. This looks good. This looks successful to them. But internally, they don't take action on other areas of stabilizing or creating security and sort of one with themselves. Kind of going through the motions type of energy. The Chariot. Yeah, just going along the road every day. They have their goals, maybe just going through the motions. Yeah, Page of Swords. Just going through the motions for some. They're set in a certain way. All right, guys, I'm going to do your Wisdom of the Tao message. I hope that helps. Fall in love again with your own life, with your own self, with your own passions. Fall in love with making the possibilities that you would be doing in your life, regardless if you had a person or not, Gemini. Don't stop creating what it is that's best for you, because whether or not you had this person or you don't, you can't be making the creativity and possibilities for somebody else. Don't forget to feed yourself. You can't always be making food for everybody else and forgetting to eat yourself. So go out there and love your own potential, because it's interesting because you too have potential to have a very successful, grounded, healthy, solid person. So you may see the potential in somebody else, but then where's the potential for you? What's your potential? You have the potential to be with a very secure, healthy, good, solid individual. So you're forgetting about the potential that you're capable of having and trying to fix somebody else, instead of maybe the potential of just meeting somebody who's on the same page, same level, who sees what you see in life. Interesting, that just pops up to me, that we always see the potential in others because we don't want to focus on where we need to maybe, what our potential is. It feels savior energy. We want to save and make it feels good to help another person, because it feels like a sense of that's how we love. But then who's loving you back? Something here with like pain and pleasure. There's pleasure in pain. There's pleasure in pain is what I'm getting. Be flexible. Everything happens for a reason. There are many options out there. Perfection is an illusion. You can move forward even while going against the current. Particularity will divert you from your destination. There you go, Cancer, is that, you see this perfection, this potential in a person. Ace of Wands, it's like the perfect outcome. And it's an illusion. Seven of Swords, you're going to end up disappointing yourself and the other person. And like I said here, the particularity, it's being very particular about your growing the stability in this perfect relationship. It's diverting you from your destination. This is where I was saying, like, don't forget to go feed yourself. Don't forget to create and see all the possibilities that you're supposed to be doing in your life, because you're diverting them from away from yourself to fix the unit as a couple or as someone else's life. It's like, fix them and we'll be perfect. Just fix yourself, work on yourself, and your beacon of light will be strong. And this is how you're going to attract, because you're going to live I'm picking a lot of stuff up right now, guys. When you come from doing the things that really make you feel whole, that make you feel like the creator within yourself, that show you all the passions, and you're doing the things in your life, you become this strong beacon. You light up. When you light up, that's how you become the attractor. That's how you find the attraction of the person that's supposed to align with you, because you're living in your best life, your best self. You're coming from a place of happiness and possibilities and positivity and loving the world around you. But when you're gonna not be able to attract that person, which is going back to that thing, is what is your potential? Because we're focusing on someone else's, dimming your own light, dimming your possibilities and diverting yourself, and you're going to not attract the person that really wants what you want. So I hope this helps, Gemini. Interesting reading. Want to wish you guys all the best. Happy birthday again, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.